Out in stormy weather, I might have the blues, but nothing ever stopped me from dusting off my shoes. You might think you'll see me falling to the ground, but I threw up my umbrella when rain starts hitting down. Yeah! On a bad day, on a good day, I don't need no sunshine, 'cause I'm dancing with the rain. You will see me running, thinking I might be insane. I don't need no sunshine, you keep me going strong.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be another training day, and it is Sunday, which usually means long bike ride. So today I've got a 4-hour ride to do, and for those of you who don't know, I've got my first ever triathlon. So my overall goal is to complete a full distance triathlon, but as like a kind of a practice run, I suppose. I've got a middle distance one booked for 2 weeks exactly today, I do believe, which is quite scary. And that course basically is quite local to me. It's in Burnham on Crouch, I think. So today we're going to be using, or I'm going to be meeting my dad, and we're going to be, let's wait for this car to go past. As I was saying, I'm going to be meeting my dad, which I'm on the way to now, and we're going to be riding down to where the course is, doing a little bit of like a course recce and seeing where the swim is, because it's an open water swim, but it's off the sea. So I kind of want to get a gauge as to what it's going to be like, and yeah, hopefully it won't be too bad and the course won't be too bad. It's meant to be alright and quite flat and stuff, the bike, so fingers crossed it'll all be good, but I'll bring you with me, and we can have a look and see what it's like. Let's get going, I suppose. Why did I pick to come here? Something else to quickly note is I've had quite a big weekend on my legs, so it's going to be a slow one today, although it is meant to be easy and quite slow. I usually average maybe 18 to 20 miles per hour for these sorts of rides. Today might be more 16, 17. My legs are knackered. I had a heavy leg session in the gym on Friday evening. Yesterday I had an hour zone 3 on the bike into an hour and a half run. I didn't actually end up getting that done until late in the evening, didn't start until about 6:30, so safe to say my legs are absolutely knackered. coffee, some jelly babies. About an hour and a half in. 2.5 to go. What? Are you feeding the birds?
Out in stormy weather, I might have the blues, but nothing ever stopped me from dusting off my shoes. You might think you'll see me falling to the ground, but I threw up my umbrella when rain stops hitting town. Yeah, on a bad day, on a good day, I don't need no sunshine, 'cause I'm dancing with the rain. You will see me running, thinking I might be insane. I don't need no sunshine, you keep me going strong. I just need my happy face to keep me moving on.
You getting involved? Well, I'm about to say that we've just arrived at... No. Oh! My bike's fallen over. We've just got down to Bradwell on Sea, and the swim is going to be either down there, up and down, or out there, up and down. It actually looks a lot more tidal than I was expecting. I was expecting it to be like not too, like the current's not be too strong, but it's really strong. Makes me a little bit nervous. But the route on the bike looks flat and fast, which is a plus. Anyway, I'm probably going to sit and stare and get more nervous about the swim, and then crack on and get home.
Looking out the window, reflecting who I am. No one ever stopped me, not even Uncle Sam. Life might be a struggle, life might be a fight, but I am here to show the world that.
Well, I just realised that's not going to work. Just got back home, and that will conclude the end of today's ride. Before I go through some of the stats of the ride and show you how it went, I want to talk a little bit about upcoming triathlon. Obviously that was on Bradwell on Sea, which is where we went today. We did a little bit of the course. As you can see here, this highlighted area of the course is what we did. It's about, I think it was probably 10, 11, 12 miles of the course. That side of things, so the bike, that felt insane. So obviously we kind of did like a bit of an out and back, so we went down and then came back that same route, and it felt really, really fast, very flat. So that's all very good. What's not quite so good was the swim. That looks quite scary actually. I kind of mentioned it in a clip that you would have just seen, but the tide looks really, really strong. The current looks really, really strong. The kind of water itself doesn't look too bad. It's not like very choppy, but it's just that tidal thing. But I think that should be alright. It just means that obviously one way is going to be a little bit harder, then hopefully on the way back in it'll be quite easy. This is the swim course, so you can see it. I think it's 2 loops of this, which is 800 metres, to 2 loops of that is 1600. So it's a little bit shorter than a middle distance, which would be 1.9 Ks, so it's 1.6 Ks. But yeah, anyway, got a beer by the way. I thought I'd treat myself after a big ride after a big ride today. So yeah, let's talk through some stats. As I mentioned at the start of the video, that this was meant to be a 4-hour ride. My dad, being a typical dad, he was, oh yeah, I know a shortcut, let's go this way. Come off a main road, so it's a little bit quieter and we can slow down a bit and have a chat. That ended up adding on about half an hour to the ride. So ended up being 4.5-hour ride. As you can see here, I'll put the usual sort of stats and numbers up for you off Strava. Again, follow me if you want. But yeah, so overall it was a 77-mile ride, averaging 17.2 miles per hour. As I said at the start of the video, legs are very, very sore. So we were sort of kind of having a bit of a chit chat and a bit of a social ride, I suppose. But obviously got it in and got it done. But yeah, nice, easy, chill ride, 4.5 hours. That ends the second week into my sort of peak. It's a 3-week build, so it's like a peak phase, I suppose, if that's what you want to call it. Yeah, feeling tired, but also feeling good. Got 1 more week of build phase, and then we're into a taper for race day, which obviously I'll be bringing you along. What do you want?
I just want to say hello.
She's had more than 1 beer, and
I'm really proud of you for doing your Ironman. And if it inspires everyone else to get out and do it,
oh,
then...
seriously, because this will end up in the video, so don't embarrass yourself.
Alright, bye. I'm going to eat my wasabi. Love you.
Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, another week build, then into a taper, and then race day, which I'm very excited about, and I'm excited to pin on a number and actually get a race under my belt, triathlon race days. So anyway, make sure that you subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. I kind of mainly sort of do triathlon training videos, just logging my sort of journey to Ironman, yeah, and my ups, downs, my mistakes, whatever sort of comes along the journey. But yeah, like the video if you enjoyed. Comment any questions you have down below, and I will definitely make sure I get back to all of them as I usually do. And yeah, I suppose I shall see you next time for some more triathlon related content. Peace.